Did I ever tell you?
Bodybuilder.
Did I ever tell you about this big 230-pound dude just punked me in front of a girl before?
Oh no!
My aunt hooked me up with this chick. She used to always try to hook me up with chicks, and she's like, "I got a new one for you." She works with me. Her name is Dawn, and we're gonna go out. So I went out with Dawn and my aunt. We went to go meet a guy that my aunt was seeing, but he brings this giant 230-pound linebacker, and so it's 3 dudes and 2 chicks. And I'm like, there's a little problem. We're at Bennigan's, yeah, and she wasn't drinking, so I'm thinking this is probably not going to happen tonight. So we gotta go on the dance floor, and this girl's a freak, 0 alcohol, and she's a freak. She's all over me, making out with me. I'm like, oh, I got this one. Thought it was in the bag.
Bennigan's? Oh my
goodness. Thought it was in the bag.
Oh my goodness.
We take a break. The linebacker comes up and asks her to dance. He's on the dance floor making out, they're looking at me, giving me this evil look I'm like, oh man, this guy's totally dominating me, punking me, jungle-like, right there in front of my aunt and this girl. He's all over Dawn now, and he owns this girl. The club's over, the lights turn on. And he's looking at me, and he's leaning against, we're trying to figure out what we're going to do, and he's holding the lights, and he goes, where you at? Where you at?
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, man, I'm right here doing nothing, just shriveling up. It turned into like a nightmare night. So it's this 1991. There's no cell phones. So the plan was to meet at my aunt's house, right? I'm like, okay. I drove with them. I go, give me the keys. You guys drank too much. These guys have to follow us to my aunt's house. Watch this. Vroom, it was a little Honda Prelude. I'm on the freeway. My aunt's going, you're going to lose them. You're going to lose them. I'm like, no, I'm not. They're right behind me. Lost them. Got back home. My aunt's on the phone trying to figure, because you got to go to a payphone to then call the house. That can take 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, so I lost him on purpose.
Dude, I think you lost trying to pick up a girl with your aunt and then going to Bennigan's.
Those are perfect choices. Perfect choices. If it works out. If it works out, if at the end of the story he has the best sex ever, he and the girl, they smoke a little weed and have the best sex of all time.
No, it wasn't like that.
But if the end of the story was that,
it was. I had sex with her. I had sex with her. No, I had sex with her for 30 seconds. For 30 seconds.
You did?
I wanted.
Dawn?
I wanted to get revenge on her.
Oh, after all this?
Well, no, I didn't finish it. We get to my aunt's house. I take her right back to the.
Wow.
I know I had 20, 30 minutes. Before they were going to figure out where the hell she lived. I lost them on purpose.
Right.
So I'm going to get a little revenge here. So she was all over me. She was just a wild girl. I had sex with her for 30 seconds, and as soon as I was done, she had just begun. I said, I got to move my car really quick. I'm going to get a ticket. I'll be right back. So I got in my car. I was gone. Never heard from her ever again.
I've never met a hot Dawn.
Oh, I knew a hot Dawn.
Really?